Game over, man. Game over. A victory lost. My first playthrough. Again, just like a victory denied, I had a great time. Um, I need to go back and read some of the AARs to get some ideas. I was not as aggressive with the Soviets as I needed to. I agree with somebody that helping concentrate a little bit more on a section would probably be good. But then, of course, someone comes on the forums and says, "Well, but someone just won the championship doing not that method." So, if there's multiple ways to win this game, that's cool, and that's what you want. Sorry for the moving around there in the sunlight, or the light that looks like sunlight. So, I feel pretty good as I play both sides, but I feel pretty good. I'm usually terrible as the attacker. I did okay. The Germans win 28-25. Very close. My best chances to win, and I just moved them there because I'm like, well, I might as well. Sorry, this is shaky. I had these guys were right outside of Stalino. If I had like the prior turn had really thought through, I probably could have positioned them and some command units. Because at that point I knew my Stavka was still left. I probably could have positioned them to move into there before these guys. So what happened is they moved here. Their shit was pulled. They moved here. I just thought, man, I got to move them close. But the Germans were able to move in here. So if there was another one, but they were one hex out of range. They wouldn't have done anything with these because it was a 2-shift because it's in the rough in a town, a city. But think through, man. Think a couple turns ahead, how far you need to go. I was able to use road movement. I mean, there was no one in that town when their shit was pulled. But I was just like 6 and 4. So close, man. And it's not making much sense there. Sorry, it's late. Of course, Rostov fell and was hella held, so that happened. I got the points for that. They were really pushing through here. Germans reinforced it. I think my goal with this was to maybe get here. I don't know if I just didn't count right to get to the towns. I wasn't going to get Kharkov there because they had this line. There was no way that was happening. And at the last couple turns, I was just trying to get points, right? Getting the units defeated there. The Russians were able to get rid of because of a retreat, and they surrounded it. Where was that? No, it was over here. They had him in a town, but they surrounded him, and I was able to defeat it, so that was awesome because they lost a flip, and then he went and had to go in zone of control and lose a step. But it just wasn't enough, and so I was really looking for spots. Both sides, we were looking for spots to take points. The Germans focused on a tank division. They got it, so that got them a couple more points, or a point to reinforce it, so they got a point here. They still would have won. I don't know. What a fun game. The chits you put in there, the order they're drawn, how you combine them. I don't know. The Stavka chit, the Manstein, so many cool things. Great game. There is that's the one I put on. So A Victory Awaits is a bigger 2-map. It's bigger, so it might lose. Might get a little overwhelming. Pardon me. But that's coming out, and I already pre-ordered it. And I don't pre-order very many games, but I pre-ordered that one because I want to make sure it hits it. It's been kind of stagnating. A Victory Awaits, MMP. If you like this kind of game, chit pull, a limited number of chits per turn. Oh my gosh, I just really like this game. I mean, I don't know when I'll put it on the board again because it takes a while, solo But that's the only reason I don't. That's the only reason Victory Denies not been out again because I'm like, I don't know. It takes a little while. It's about 45 minutes a turn when you're soloing it. So that's not a bad thing. It's a game. It's just a fact. I could probably move a little faster now. But the hard part's not the rules. It's thinking through the moves, right? Like I should have thought through some moves a little earlier here. And of course, when you're solo, you feel like you can go slower. I would like to try to speed up my play. There's a couple things I need to clear up. Like when the Stavka thing, I think everyone goes and then you do combat. That makes a big difference. That's how I played it, unless they were isolated and it didn't matter. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling here. Great game. Get it, buy it. No, don't steal it. That's bad. Okay, all. It is awesome. Thanks for those who stuck around, watched all the vids on this series, and we'll chat with you all later. See ya.